Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I'm here to do a love reading for Pisces. Wherever you have Pisces in your chart, we all have it somewhere. My Jupiter's in Pisces, but even if you don't have any planets in Pisces, there's still something somewhere in your house, in one of your houses. So this could be for you. It's my intention there's something in here for everyone, but if it doesn't resonate, don't try and make it fit. You'll know if it resonates or if it doesn't. And I have lots of other videos on my channel, so feel free to check those out. Um, and most of them are timeless, except for the dailies. So yeah, see if there's something else that resonates. I'm going to be looking at you and your person. There's a chance you haven't met them yet. Um, looking into the future, but we're going to see what's going on between you and your person. I'm going to be clarifying. Hi, good morning, Victoria. I'm going to be, what am I doing? I'm going to pick a couple cards from the Angelic Messenger deck, and then I'll be clarifying with some other decks. And this will be similar to the last couple of readings I've done for you. So to begin, on your side, we have tenderness. Aw, tenderness, feeling tender towards your person, maybe wanting tenderness from them. Let's find out what's on their side. Fulfillment. Ooh, I think that you are being very tender to your person and they are feeling very fulfilled by being with you. This is a good, it feels like a very good solid connection. Let's see. I want to find out first of all what you think about your person. No, let me change that. How you feel about your person. Sometimes it can be a little bit different what we think and how we feel. So this is how do you feel about your person? I'm looking at the good tarot. Your how you feel. 7 of water. You could feel like they're one of your options. You're kind of contemplating, dreaming, fantasizing about being with them, but you could have other options as well. This could also be how you feel about them, that maybe they have other options. Um, hmm, let's get another one. How do you feel about your person? Page of Fire. I think that you want some kind of new beginning with them. You feel like this is an adventure worth having, this connection, and really wanting to go for it, um, very passionately, very excitedly. It's somehow kind of makes you feel like a kid again, being with them, being around them. How do they feel about you? Temptation. Whoa. Okay. Um, it's interesting because this card it's like being tempted by the finer things in life, but overindulging. Um, Oftentimes when we feel tempted, we feel like we need to resist it. So there's some kind of feeling of maybe they're afraid to really dive into this connection because somehow they're going to feel like they can't hold themselves back, that they want to overindulge. Also how they feel about you. King of Fire. Um I think they feel like they want to um they it's how they feel about you. They feel very passionate about you for sure. And in this deck, excuse me, the king of fire is he's kind of the enlightened leader. And They feel about you. I feel like maybe they want to take the lead. Um, maybe there's something here with like like if they can control the how things go, if they can kind of like I don't know, they want things to go very quickly. But with the temptation card, it makes me think that there's a part of them that also wants to hold back, and that maybe if they can feel like they're more in control, then they can kind of um they can make things work in their favor where they're not overindulging. They want to be wise with how they deal with you. Maybe they've overindulged in the past and they want to do things a little differently with you. Maybe your your passion for them, your passion for each other is very strong, and they want to be wise about it. Ultimately, I keep looking at, they feel very fulfilled by being with you. And you have this feeling of tenderness towards them. Maybe with them holding back a little, even though they have there's all this like intense energy between you two, their holding back makes you think that they have other options when really they don't. But you're like, "Well, why aren't you going for this? I'm ready." And they're like, "Well, okay, let's be wise about this." Um, hmm. Okay, I'm going to look at the Oracle Tarot. I want to know um how how you see this situation. This is from your perspective, kind of where things have been up to this point, from Pisces perspective. We have 8 of Wands, swift decisions. You it could be that meeting each other, there was just this almost instant knowing, instant understanding, seeing the broader picture. Um, the passion is on both sides and wanting to move very swiftly towards one another. Certainly you do. Um, okay, also on your side, you see this yearning desire. Okay. The moon. Um, and so interesting too, because we have the moon here as well. I feel like you you are so into your person. And the whole thing with yearning desire is that idea of yearning. There's a almost a desperation in that, where the desire it's all consuming almost. And this is this could be you, this could be both of you, kind of being in this place where you really, really want your person. You really want to go for this. You want to make it happen. But there's some kind of holding back, I think, on your person's part because they're afraid that of their desire for you. It feels like they might lose themselves in it, that they might end up feeling bad because of it for some reason. Maybe they're afraid of losing themselves in the situation, in being with you. They're trying to be wise about this. I think this is on both sides. Hi, Jacob. Only you can answer that question. um, on your person side, This is their perspective. Is we have the magician, intuition, and taking chances. They This is how they see things up to this point. They're following their intuition. They really want to take this chance on you. They're a little bit worried at how it's going to play out. But they're the magician is the master manifester. They've manifested you into their life. You are quite fulfilling to them. Maybe they're gaining some kind of power through being with you, but maybe they're a little bit afraid of being corrupted by that power for some reason. Also on their side, we have status surge, Ace of Swords, gaining the clarity, the understanding the truth around what this connection really means. You feel such strong desire. You really want this to happen. Um, you you want to move very swiftly towards them, and they are trying to level up so that they can handle whatever is going on in this situation. Um, Jacob, I am not doing personal readings. This is a love reading for Pisces. So there may be something in here for you. Feel free to tune in and it might answer your questions. Um, your person wants the beginning with you. They understand the truth of the matter, that you are their wish fulfillment. And they are, maybe your person has been hurt in the past and they are learning something from that. They are picking up whatever sword they might have been hurt with before, or they just have their sword and they're willing to cut away what doesn't serve them. But it's like it's the sword of truth, the sword of victory. It's maybe having victory over their own fears. Um, okay, let's look at the Osho Zen. I want to know what you think about your person. What do you think about your person? Thunderbolt. they're they're dealing with some kind of shakeup in their life. Maybe they're creating some kind of shakeup in your life. Maybe through all of this, like trying to figure this out, finding out the truth, holding back, but then going forward. Maybe there's been a little bit of back and forth, and it's caused you to feel like, what's happening? But somehow it's it is working out. It's working in your favor because it's allowing you to get really clear on what's true for you and what's not. There's we have these figures falling down, and it's like kind of eliminating maybe this they're eliminating certain parts themselves or some certain parts of dynamic between the two of you. This is what you think about them. You see them as cutting away what doesn't serve them in favor of being in a very um, peaceful, serene place, because we have the figure here who's meditating. The fires burning up what needs to go, gaining clarity and wisdom through downloads from their higher power. All the lightning bolts. Yeah, it is a beautiful card. It's so disruptive, and yet it's what's necessary. And how you think about your person as well. Inner voice. You see them as very, very tapped in, very intuitive, quite spiritual. connected to their higher power in some way. Also playful. We have this childlike quality because this is how you feel about them. This is how you think about them. With the dolphins, it makes me think that you two you two really enjoy spending time with one another. That there's kind of an innocence to the connection, and it's fun. You enjoy spending time together. And maybe you're on the same page. Maybe you're spiritual in your own right, and you two can really connect on that level. On their side, how they think about you, playfulness. Yay! Yeah, this came up for Aquarius. It was on Aquarius's side, I think, but ultimately you could have Aquarius in your chart. You could be on the cusp, could be dealing with an Aquarius, but there's a playfulness here between you and your person, and an enjoyment, an innocence, a childlike quality, and also what they think about you is slowing down. Yeah, they don't as passionate as they feel about you. As tempted as they are by you, they wanna take this slowly. They want the slow burn. You're like, "Let's go for this. Woohoo, I got my person. Like, yeah, on fire. Let's have some fun." And, this is this is you no, sorry, this is your person. This is how they think about you. This is how they think about you. Are you slowing down as well? Maybe you're both. Maybe through their slowing down, you're slowing down. You're kind of like you're trying to follow their lead, maybe to see the bigger perspective, to see the whole spectrum. Yeah, I do offer personal readings. You can email me. My email is down in the description box below, and I am working on a website and making it official someday. That will happen. um, I want to look at the Dreaming Way tarot. I want to find out how things are going to play out. What's the outcome on your side? We're going to look at both sides. Kind of, yeah, what's happening with you both, your perspectives, that kind of thing. For you, we have the 9 of Cups. This person is your wish fulfillment. You feel very tender with them. Again, there's this playful energy. You're just like, they just bring you so much happiness. And again, yeah, emotional fulfillment. And also 10 of Wands, but it's such a burden because it's not going as quickly as you would like. Here you are, it's like picking up another thing to add to your burden, but it's a burden that you would gladly carry because eventually if you stick in there, it's going to work out. On their side, we have 7 of Wands. They feel they feel defensive in some way. Again, because they don't want to go too quickly, and maybe you're a little bit like pushy almost, and they're like, "Hey, okay, let's just take this one step at a time," right? Um, on their side, we also have 9 of Swords. They're having a hard time. They're really up in their head. This is a card of like anxiety and sleepless nights, but this is all self-inflicted. This is They're not letting themselves just surrender to this connection for some reason. Maybe they feel like they need to go through some kind of transformation first. Figure out how to fulfill themselves before they can really fully enter into the connection. Um, I want to look at the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot. On your side, we have the High Priestess, which came up in Aquarius's reading. The High Priestess, you're very intuitive. You might even be psychic. You're very tapped in spiritually. You have this really strong connection with your higher power, intuitively led. And I think that you know that this person is who you want to give all of yourself to. It's a very clear, easy decision. But also it could be that you're understanding that you can't reveal everything to them because it freaks them out. And so you're kind of having to like keep your mouth shut and be like, okay, I already said too much. Let's just wait and see what happens. 10 of Swords, feeling betrayed. Is this what's gonna like? I wonder. Like through them freaking out, you feel like what's the problem here? Things are so good between us. You telling me that you don't want this or you're not ready, it feels like a betrayal somehow. I don't know. Do they betray you? Maybe they decide to walk away because they're too tempted. I don't know. Yeah, they're focusing on themselves. They're focusing on self mastery, on building up their skills and their talents, working. Maybe they're throwing themselves into work because they're really up in their head and they're trying to find a way how to just not deal with the feelings that they have about you. Ugh. Um, and they also have the Lovers. They're so freaked out by this. They really they understand that you are soulmates. They understand that you are the choice that they ultimately want to make, but they're afraid to make that choice. They're so afraid to make that choice. I don't know, it makes me think that they almost feel like you're too good to be true. They're like, Pisces is so playful and so wise and fun. They're my soulmate. No, this can't be right. This can't be right. That's so great that this is this has resonated with you, Victoria. um okay, I want to look at the wisdom of Avalon. Let's look at your side. Pisces side, what's going on? The eagle, spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. You are very, very, very tapped in with your spiritual entourage, with your higher power. Um, you have lots of integrity. You have no intention of hurting your person. Um, and this is why you are you are trying to hold back. You are trying to slow down because you see your person. You see your person kind of going through some kind of transformation. Um, and also you get the fire fairy, creative action and optimism. You feel very optimistic that this is going to work out. You know that there's a strong connection here. And maybe you intuitively know that they feel the same way about you, even though they're acting all crazy. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna work, and they're kind of like in and out, and you're just like, it's gonna work out. It's going to work out because this is my person. They're so maybe you're trying to figure out some creative way to get them on board, to get them to see your way of seeing things, that you do have integrity, and you're using tenderness, and you're being very gentle with them as they go through their all this not feeling sure about what to do. On your person side, we have the queen, woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, and friendships. Your person is learning how to receive, is learning how to allow. um, Maybe too, this is that this process, through you being patient with them, through you having integrity, and like you've made it very clear how you feel, but you're also not pushing them too hard, that they feel like you're being a good friend. Like you guys have some kind of foundation that you're building together or have already built, where it's based on friendship, on respect and connection, communication. And you're it seems like your person is kind of rising up and becoming empowered through this, through through this whole this is part of the status surge that your person is going through. They're figuring out the truth that you are the one for them, and and that they want to give themselves to you in all the ways. hmm and also, they get the frog, cleaning house and releasing emotional baggage. Yep, this is all about fear that they're struggling with from prior relationships. It's been and sailing leaner. Hello. Um, they're going through this process of healing and transformation so that they you do fulfill them in a major way, and they just need to release some of that fear, clean house a little bit, get ready to actively receive you into their life. Let me potentially finish off with the numerology guidance cards. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. um, on your side, we have 10, karmic completion, which is so interesting. This is the end of a cycle. And I think ultimately it's not the end of this connection. I really feel strongly that this is more about, maybe it's an end of a way of being, of maybe you've often attracted people who haven't really been um what's the word, like, consistent, who've been very very hot and cold or in and out, and this is ending as you are allowing yourself to be patient, as you're retracting your energy a little bit and you're just holding the space for them. It's like it's allowing them to come around to you rather than you being forceful. You're drawing them in, and it's creating some kind of new dynamic. Oh, interesting. um Healing, again, this is on your side, so maybe there's some healing that's happening with you as well through this, and maybe that was a part of what you were going through, is that you were like, let's just hurry up and make this happen. And through you slowing down, it's helping you realize that maybe you have some things that you could work on as well. That maybe there was this kind of need to make this happen faster than it was meant to. that there is a lot to be said for the slow burn and creating a friendship before you really go full full blown into the connection. Wow. Wow, Victoria. And Sailing Leaner. Gosh. It's so cool. This resonates for both of you. On your person side, we have manifestation. This is this is manifesting a whole new way of being together, a whole new relationship than they've ever experienced before. Th- it's scary, but it's exciting. It's like, moving into the unknown, and that you are what they always wanted. You are what they always hoped for. And like I said before, um I feel like there's a sense of like, this has got to be too good to be true. This can't be right. Really, Pisces? Pisces is this great? And yeah, in fact, you are. Time out. Okay. Both of you are healing and taking time out to manifest, to complete this cycle. All right, I don't want to end with that. I want to look at the spirit animal oracle. I want to pick one for each of you just to give us a final something, because I feel like we've got a cliffhanger here. On your side, Pisces, we get armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Huh. Standing solidly in your truth. Um, your person is learning to do this as well. Being willing to say yes or no, depending on what ultimately feels right for you. On your person's side, we have cow spirit. The miracles are endless. Yeah, your person is through this growth, through this transformation, they're learning how to manifest, and they're understanding that you are the miracle that they've been asking for. And with you setting healthy boundaries, it's just like, um, being willing to let them know when you're like, okay, like, I totally get that you need to take some time and figure yourself out, but also, like, I can't deal with you like constantly being back and forth. You got to make a decision. And I think that, you setting healthy boundaries helps them to kind of come around and be like, okay, I don't want to lose you. You are a miracle. Let's really go for this. And more you just prove to them how you're not too good to be true. So I'm gonna end it there. There it is. I wish you well. Thank you so much for joining me. What an amazing reading. Oh my goodness. And hang in there. It's gonna get better. It really is. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and share.